Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. This is KNHD here, and welcome to playthrough number 3 of Eden. They were only 2 on the planet. The last playthrough was very informational, if that's a word. A lot of information, a lot of story. We learned about the world, we learned about how the world is coming to an end, we learned about the near World War III that ended the world, but most importantly, what we learned in the last playthrough is the Earth Evacuation Project, and the creation of the Felix species. Those are like the 2 most important things that kind of happened in the last playthrough. I would definitely say that this game is a lot of talking. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's a lot of talking. Because nothing really happened. The last playthrough was pretty lengthy, but nothing really happened because it's a visual novel. It's a visual novel. Who would have thought? I'm just saying though, compared to like the last one, I mean, we played You and Me and Her, which is kind of relatively short, I guess, but like, I guess I'm only feeling it this way because there's no choices, because this one doesn't have no choices, so maybe that's why I feel like it's so long, and that not a lot of things happening. It's a visual novel, I'm reading, like that's the point, I get it, but I feel like some scenes drag a little bit longer than they should. That's just me. That's just how I feel, though. I get that they have a lot to talk about, and I get a lot of it is just, you know, story development, and we're just kind of getting that little immersion of sitting there having a cup of coffee with them. Like, it just, what would a normal day be talking with these guys? I get it. It's kind of like live lifetime, or I don't know what the word I'm using, but like real time conversations. They're not gonna just say what they need to say, and then move on to the next part. Because, I mean, that's what kind of defines really good writing in a sense. If it's like, are they only saying what is necessary, or are they rambling on a bit? Because you want to keep moving the plot. And that's what makes really good writing. But of course, to each their own, right? Everyone can consider what good writing is to themselves. But personally, for me, I do like it when the story kind of just keeps picking up. Like, every line is mildly important, every line kind of comes back together, every line connects to a degree. You can have your little jokes, you can have your little, you know, you branch off a bit because you need to have that uniqueness and characterizations. That's important and all. But what I've experienced playing this game so far, this visual novel specifically, they talk a lot for some scenes, and I get to a point where it's like, mentally, I'm just like, when is this scene gonna end? When are we gonna move on? Because they start dragging. Because it starts to drag and they start going to too much in depth with stuff that are not that important. But then again, like I said, if we're going with real-time reading, then it makes sense for why it's gonna be like that. It's for immersion purposes. I don't know. But I'm not a big fan of that, personally. I don't like it when it's just a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading, and not a lot is actually pushing forward. So what I'm hoping for this playthrough, since now we got the Earth evacuation out the way, now that we got the Felix out of the way, now that we got all the main explanation out the way, now we can get to the real story and the real mystery of what's going on in this mansion, in this world, in this little story that Rio is trying to tell us. So, back to where I was trying to say before I went on that little mini rant, we learned 2 important things in the last playthrough. The Earth Evacuation Project and the Felix species. The Earth Evacuation Project is self-explanatory. The Earth is ending, they need a way to get out of there. The Earth Evacuation Project is what was made. And the Earth Evacuation Project was made by a species that was genetically modified that are called the Felixes. And this special species has the ability to maintain their youth and live for hundreds of years, I guess, I'm going to assume. I don't know if there's been anyone that died of old age yet. They haven't really said or confirmed it, but it's a very unique species. They're like the humans are to Neanderthals. They're the next step up, the next level up, the next big brain, literally. And the Felixes were in charge of creating the Earth Evacuation Project. And the Earth Evacuation Project was led by our main heroine, who we have yet to meet in this story, whose name is Shion. And that is who our main character is bodyguarding. The main character in Lavi, at least. They are bodyguarding Shion, who is technically the messiah of this generation, who is responsible, or who made the Earth evacuation project a thing. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we know right now. It's not a lot. It really isn't a lot, and we've covered a lot through this game already too, or at least not a lot, or at least the surface. We're still scratching the surface, but that's pretty much all I got from what we've been through. So let's see what's next. A few days later. A few days had passed since I arrived at Research Facility No. 703. The work was really boring. I couldn't help but think that kicking around newbies at the training academy might have been more amusing. Perhaps I should request a transfer to keep my abilities sharp, and most importantly, not be bored to no end. With that on my mind, my time at the facility dragged on. Somewhere deep inside me, I probably understood. These boring, tranquil days would not continue forever. Work ended, like always, and I returned to my room after eating dinner in the dining hall, which was packed terrifyingly so, just as Lavi had said. I unfastened the buttons on my uniform and flung my heavy holster onto the bed. The leather holster packed a 9mm semi-automatic handgun and made a nice thud as it landed. At the same time, there was a knock at my door.
Hi.
稲葉だ。入っていいか？
どうぞ。
He swaggered in carrying a bulging plastic bag in his right hand.
待った。そのままでいい。
He commanded me as I tried to salute.
俺とお前の仲だろう。誰もいないんだし、形式なんぞどうでもいいさ。
どんな仲ですか？
I clicked my tongue loud enough for him to hear.
機嫌が悪そうだな、りょう。
そんなことはありませんけど、用があるならこちらから伺います。
It was quite unusual for a superior to come all the way to a subordinate's room, even if they had business.
俺はフットワークが軽いのが自慢でね。まあ、行動範囲は研究所内だけだが。
恐ろしく狭いですね。
おっと、そうだ。ほらこれ、お前くらいの年なら食っても足りないだろう。夜食にでもしてくれ。
He grinned and handed me the plastic bag. I took it and peeked inside to find juice, pastries, and piles of different kinds of dried provisions crammed within.
これ、請求書な。
What bill?
売るつもりですか？
I pushed the bag towards his hand, which held a small envelope.
冗談だよ。相変わらず変に真面目だな、お前さんは。
I was about to say, you're about to, here, take these snacks. Alright, let me take the snack. Now pay up, buddy.
少佐がわざわざ小道具まで用意してジョー
That's
ク
not
を
how it
飛ばす
works.
からでしょうが。
笑いを取るためだったら手間を惜しんではいけない。
Oh, I missed the sound effect. Feels bad. After a dry chuckle, he threw the envelope at me. I caught it somewhere around my
Shosa?
chest. Maybe it really was a bill. He silently walked up to the bed, picked up my holster, and drew the pistol.
ほう、なかなか使い込まれてるようだな。さすがに実戦をくぐり抜けてきたやつは違うな。俺の銃なんて新品みたいに綺麗だぞ。
あなたは指揮官ですから。むしろ少佐が自ら銃を取って戦う事態になったら困ります。
もっとも俺が撃っても味方の背中を撃つのがオチだがね。
He was fixated on the gun, as he said something rather disturbing. Suddenly, he ejected the magazine and pulled back on the slide to remove the round in the chamber.
何を？
お前もう一丁持ってるだろう。出せ。
Really? Is he unarming him? It was a tone that wouldn't take no for an answer. There was no way I'd disobey. I took the small gun I had prepared on my ankle and handed it to him.
こっちも結構使ってるな。お前もしかしてトリガーハッピーか？
仕事で必要だから使っただけです。
I wasn't particularly fond of guns and wasn't the type who took any pleasure in
今回
firing
の仕
them.
事では必要ない。できるだけ穏やかに、ただし確実にな。
I understood everything from his cold demeanor. I totally missed something. He just said that we won't need our gun, right? Or did I read that backwards? Am I stupid? Can I backlog it? Can I backlog it?
今回の仕事では必要ない。
Yeah, it won't be necessary. Okay, yeah, it won't be necessary. Yeah, he straight said that ooh. All right. What does that mean? Why would we not need our gun exactly? I'm pretty sure this place isn't harmless. It's not all nice and games, you know? What does DN mean? DN? What do you mean by DN? VN? You mean VN? Visual novel? I don't know about DN.
ほう。目つきが変わったな。
I opened the envelope and took out a single photograph.
ミケール・カリウス軍曹第703研究所警備中隊第3小隊所
Are we doing assassinations?
日系が多いうちの部隊じゃ珍しいドイツ系だ。
Oh, we doing assassinations, aren't we? We don't want to be spilling blood. Is that what he means? Is that what he means by we won't need a gun? A sharp young man with a short haircut was pictured. It was a face I had remembered seeing a number of times around the halls. We had not conversed, but I remember he and Lavi seemed acquainted with
う
each
ちのお
other.
姫様を疎んじている方も多いらしくてね。何度お帰り願ってもすぐに招かれざる客が入り込んでくるんだ。困ったものだよ。
確かに困りますね。
Oh. Anyone would recognize Shion as a prominently renowned scientist, and it could be said that the colony ships would have been impossible to complete without her. But that wasn't all. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about now. As a leading figure in the Earth evacuation project, her political influence was by no means insignificant. Forces that opposed the project were a given, but even those within the unified government which supported the project feared her
泳がせて
power.
おくという手もあるでしょう。潜入者がどれだけここの情報を掴んでるかにもよりますけど。
Ah, spies, huh?
多少の情報漏れはあるが想定の範囲内だな。
だったら黒幕を引きずり出すことを考えればどうですか。枝葉をいくら枯らしても対処療法にしかなりません。
Alright, yeah, I think I remember saying something about that in the past. You can't trust
根
anyone.
治するにはこちらもかなりのリスクを背負わなきゃならん。今はまだ枝葉を払うだけでも構わんよ。
送り込まれてきた奴らは気の毒ですね。
まったく同感だな。半端に能力があったことが彼らの不幸だ。
Though I was the one who suggested flushing out their mastermind, battles of intelligence weren't my specialty. Was the Major better at making these delicate
まあ
decisions?
シオンを直接同行する気はないだろうし放っておいてもいいんだが、定期的に処理しないとうちの庭先でコソ泥のような真似をされるのはあまり気分が良くない。
He shook his head and shot me at a pointing
人んちの
glance.
藪に手を突っ込むとどうなるか教育してやらないとな。
Hey, I like that.
藪の中の蛇ですか。
春名獣医の仕事はあくまでシオンの護衛だよ。
He has a really evil, smug look on his face, though.
ただせっかくお前がいるんだから
He looks like he really wants this to
役に立ってもらおうと思ってな。護衛の一環と考えてくれていいが、給料とは別に報酬も出る。表に出せない金だが悪い話じゃあるまい。
Which meant this wasn't an official assignment. I took a fleeting glance at the plastic bag he brought. It didn't seem to contain just food
ま
and
さかあん
drinks.
たのポケットマネーじゃないだろう。スポンサーがいるわけだな。
彼女を疎む者もいれば必要とする者もいる。世界は割とバランスが取れてるもんなんだよ、リオ。
Makes sense, makes sense.
そういうのもバランスが取れてるっていうのかな。で、結婚は？
早ければ早いほどいい。
In other words, immediately.
心の準備が必要なら少しは待つがな。こんな仕事が回ってくるとは思ってなかっただろう。
いや、来るものが来たって感じだな。
Yeah, he was bored. We were bored. He wants some action.
俺を単なる護衛なんぞに使わないだろう。
I turned over the photo in my hand. There were numerous notes written on the other side, like the target's room number and shifts. In the few days I'd been here, I had more or less figured out how all the platoons in the facility were arranged. This would be more than enough information.
それじゃあちょっと言ってくるけど、後始末も俺がやっていいのか？
Clean up afterwards. Are we killing this fool?
適当に隠しておいてくれればいい。後で別のものが回収する。
Oh, we killing this fool. Oh, poor man. Oh, poor guy.
それは助かる。
He's just doing
本
his
当はこ
job.
の仕事は楽だな。
Oh
もう
well.
一度言っておくが、
Any who oppose
彼女
Shion
のお好みじゃない。
must be eliminated.
だから静かに安らかに眠らせてやってくれ。
了解。
Alright, we doing this. It was faint, but the Major's voice was shaken ever so slightly. Was it some rapt sense of pity? Was it some rapt sense of pity for a subordinate, Sergeant Claudius? Perhaps it was also a personal desire of his that it be taken care of in a discreet manner. It seemed soft to me, but it wasn't a problem so long as it didn't impede his ability to get things done. I picked up the empty holster and turned to the door as I fixed the buttons on my uniform. Inaba walked through the hallway alone, late into the night. As usual, he had no escort, and of course, no orderly with him either. Inaba wasn't necessarily the type who liked to be alone, but he admitted he tended to think being alone was often more comfortable.
少佐、
A figure suddenly materialized beside him and called to him in nearly a whisper.
お、こんな夜中に女性が一人歩きしてはいけないな。俺が部屋まで送ってあげよう。
何をさりげなく女の園に入り込もうとしてますか。
チェ、なんで春菜順位は良くて俺はダメなんだ。
なんで春菜獣医の歓迎会のことまで嗅ぎつけてるんですか、少佐は。
Lavi made an astonished face inside. Apparently, the only things in this facility Inaba did not know about were state secrets and Shion's research. Inaba's a special guy then. Inaba made sure there was nobody else in the hallway and whispered so only Lavi could hear him. Oh, Inaba's actually... I don't know if Inaba is a good guy or a bad guy though, but he's pretty cool. I like this guy. He seems like a pretty cool sergeant or leader in a sense.
こっちは片付きました。後の処置も問題ありません。
Oh no, okay, she just killed someone too. Alright, people are dying. People are dying in his mansion, got
毎
it.
度のことながら随分あっさりだな。
Let's flesh out the imposters, y'all. This is Among Us already. Let's flesh out the imposters.
腕に覚えはあったみたいですけど、 彼は潜入の専門家というわけではなかったようです。
向こうさんも手駒不足か。ま、ラビーに怪我がないようで何よりだったよ。
そういうことを言うと誤解されますよ。
部下をいたわるのは当たり前のことだろう。それができない人間も多いがな。
少佐は
ん
少佐は結構人のことを気遣うんですよね。というより人のことしか考えていないように見えます。
Lavi whispered all in one breath. Inaba smiled at Lavi, who appeared to be baffled by her own utterance
人
for
生
some
は
reason.
人それぞれだよ。自分のために生きるか、人のために生きるか、ひたすらに誰かを守っていたわる人生も悪くはないだろう。ま、そこまで大層な生き方ではないけどな。
This is actually going to be a really good story now that I think about it. I like this. I actually do like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like where this is going. I actually like where this is going. After all this shit of everyone learning a little bit about politics and spies and how some people influence other things, all this stuff kind of makes a lot more sense now. And then thanks to Among Us, things now really make sense when it comes to people trying to trick people with words and try to manipulate other people. I actually have a good understanding of what's going on here, even though it's very sophisticated what they're
記憶
talking
に
about.
残せないようなヤバい仕事をさせておいて偉そうなことは言えないよな。
そうですね。あなたはただ命令を下してくれればいいんです。私はそれに従うだけですから。
Alright, so Lavi is disciplined too, huh? It had been barely a year since Lavi was assigned to the facility. Inaba carefully assessed her ability and gave her many unofficial assignments, such as tonight. She has never once failed and performed splendidly. To Inaba, she was a rare kind of subordinate.
もう一人の方はどうなってますか？
さあね、まだ報告には来てないな。
いきなりこんな仕事やらせてよかったんですか？
お前にも春菜の戦績は見せただろう。
She cast her eyes down and was staring intently at the floor.
戦績なんて見るまでもありません。彼の能力がどれほどのものか。
Oh, she heard the stories too.
私は誰よりも知ってますよ。
Inaba silently stared at her. Although her tone was indifferent, there was a convoluted melody of emotions behind her words. He may have been her superior, but that didn't mean he knew everything about his
知っているの
subordinates.
ならわかるだろう。春菜ならやるさ。
ですが能力的には十分でも信用できるかどうかとなると話は別です。
Trustworthy, huh?
潜入者たちは正規の手続きを踏んでここに配属されています。彼らを粛清していることが外部に漏れたら春菜順位を簡単に信用してしまうのはどうかと。
Ah, so she's sussing us! Guys, she's sussing us! Lavi in a nutshell. I think Haru is kind of sus. Just because he can handle it doesn't mean I can trust him. Just because he can do the job just because he can do the task doesn't mean he's not one of us. Oh my god, Among Us has tainted my brain so much. I feel bad now. I still like that term though. I think such and such is kind of sus. That's literally what's happening right now. You never brushed the subtle on his chin.
今回の任務の結果で少しはわかるだろう。もっとも春菜順位が上官の命令に逆らうとも思えんがね。春菜にはこういう危険な仕事をやらせた方がいい。あいつの腕を錆びつかせるのは軍のためにもならんし。それにな、もし春菜順位が裏切ったとしても俺が破滅するだけだ。大したことじゃない。
No big deal. If anything goes wrong, he'll just kill me, right? It's not that big of a deal. No, I think we can trust Inaba at the moment. Cause the thing is, Inaba is like in charge of this facility. And this facility is guarding Shion, the person that is in charge of the Earth evacuation project, the biggest person in this world right now. The shit. Literally, the one person that anyone would love to get their hands on or even eliminate because she has so much power. So much glory. Inaba is tasked to protect her. So if there are people that are coming into the facility as spies to kill her or do harm to her or try to mess up her research to basically fumble off the, freaking mankind. I mean, why wouldn't you kill the person trying to ruin mankind's survival? Why wouldn't you? So I feel like I can trust Inaba. Inaba is sus, but I mean, he has to do these dirty jobs. I'm only thinking because he has to do these dirty jobs. I mean, if he leaves these spies untouched, unput, then what can he do? If they get enough knowledge or information or a weight or enough to put on a whole darn operation against the mansion. We don't need that. This is a peaceful place. That's why a lot of things have to happen under the table. Literally under the table, behind closed doors, things have to happen. Ah, interesting. So vote Inaba out. If we vote Inaba out, I can only assume what's gonna happen to Shion. Labi swallowed hard and peered closely at Inaba's face. Even so, his expression did not change.
Labi.
Hi.
I do feel like we're gonna betray Inaba later down the line, though. Like, I feel like Inaba is definitely gonna do something that's gonna be very questionable, and the main character, when he finally develops some type of feeling, some type of heart, he's probably gonna end up killing Inaba. I really do feel like Inaba is gonna die in this story. I really do.
俺が春菜亮を信用している理由を一つ教えてやろうか。
Like, this guy's death flag has kind of been rung since the very beginning of this story.
何ですか?
I would not be surprised if Haruna kills him at some point.
春菜と俺は共犯者なのさ。もうずっと前からな。
Oh, what's he referring to? Inaba grinned, a bit surprised at how gloomy his voice sounded. The uniformed girl did not hide her bewilderment as she gazed at him. Oh, what do they mean by accomplishments? So they got some stuff going on from the past too. They're both sus. They're both sus to me. They're both sus to me, alright? My heart was terrifyingly calm. My footsteps chiseled a uniform rhythm into the carpet with each step. The beat echoed in my head as I made my way through the halls. This was my other self, one I had not released in quite some time. Although it was brief, I was overjoyed by the fact I had been able to return to who I was when I fought on the front lines. Okay, he killed the guy. The transition was not difficult. I had simply resumed doing something I had done many times before. Without going easy and with no hesitation, I took a single human life with these hands.
Ryo-kun?
Alika! No, you must not see Ryo! Alika! A voice echoed in the empty space. The maid girl rushed over to me with a light pitter-patter in her gait. Her two large bulges, which did not suit her childish face, bounced along, and I quickly looked away. He just got, okay, so this guy just murdered a person, and then he gets this angel that comes up to him immediately. Yeah. I'd look away too. I'd have some type of, I would feel some kind of way. I just sinned. I just took a man's life. No, I don't need your angelic light. Oh my god, my left ear! Ah! Why do you do this to me, Alika? She's so close! Holy shit, this is a new angle! It had been a few days since I learned she was of an age where it wasn't fitting to refer to her as a girl. No, yeah, she old as fuck. That's fate to you! That is fate for you. No, yeah, freaking Elka is one of those Felix characters. So she is apparently probably over 100 years old because she is a new species. She is the new species of the Felix. However, I couldn't help but to think of her as younger. I mean, fuck, she looks young as shit, dude. I'd still tap the fuck out of this.
夜勤じゃないですよね。
I mean, what? I mean, what? I mean, what?
あるんですか?
I mean, what? I mean, what? Metal, shut up! I mean, what? Shut up! I mean, what? She looks straight 20, I know. I do not believe you are on the night... Oh, wait, okay, this is what she's saying, alright.
ボケ老人か、俺は。単なる夜の散歩だよ。あんたは？
I just killed a man tonight. Yeah, call her Elika, man. Show her some respect. Show your elder some respect. She was really
エリカは
insistent.
どうしたんだ？
That's better. That's a lot better.
ラジオが壊れちゃったんですよ。
I wonder why. I wonder why the radio
Radio.
broke. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was off in some weird little chain. I played too much Among Us. I'm over here like the radio broke. I wonder why the radio broke. We gotta fix the comms, y'all. We're about to kill someone while the comms are... She's literally glowing. Ah, I can see it. The highlights over her hands. It looks just so majestic and beautiful. Such a smooth texture for someone that has aged so much.
このところずっと調子が悪くて。
地上の電波状況は最悪だからな。問題があるのは本体じゃないんじゃないか？
実は自分で直せるかなと思って中をいろいろいじってたら、なんだか取り返しのつかない状態に。
Wait a second, Elika, you're a Felix, aren't you? Aren't you supposed to be smart as
調
fuck?
子が悪いんじゃなくて悪くしたんじゃないか。
どうもこういう古い機械は勝手がわからなくて。
Well, wait, aren't you supposed to be as old as that machine? I'm just kidding. Alright, I'm gonna stop there.
それでカリウスさんが修理は得意だと聞いたのでお願いすることにしたんですよ。
そうか。
She's still so beautiful. Elika's affectionately gazed at the radio. It was probably quite precious to her.
サロンで待ち合わせてたんですけど、時間になっても来られないので探しに来たんです。りょうくん、
Wait, did we just
見ませんでした？
kill him? We just killed him, didn't we? Oh, we just killed this guy. Claudius was the name of the guy we're supposed to kill, wasn't it?
見てないな。勤務が伸びてるんじゃないか？
Huh. Hey, have you seen Claudius anywhere? Haruna, you were the last person that was with him. Did you see him? Oh no, last thing I saw him, he was hanging around the electrical. Wink, wink.
やっぱりそうでしょうか。
Alright, I'm gonna stop
以
the
前
Among Us
時間に
jokes.
なっても交代が来ないとかぼやいてましたし。
ま、よくあることだな。
Yeah, just forget about that man. He's not coming back. His relief probably wouldn't come for a while. The relief for Claudius' original job,
そ
that
のラジオ
is.
の修理、急ぐのか？
急ぎはしませんけど、どうしてです？
She tilted
なん
her
なら
head.
俺が修理しようか。カリウス軍曹には俺から言っておこう。
りょうくん、ラジオなんて直せるんですか？
戦場ではたまに無線機の修理なんかもやってた。手先を使うことは嫌いじゃない。
へえ、それじゃあお願いできますか？本当に急がなくて構いませんから。
あ、
I took the radio from her hand. It seemed to be quite an antique, but it should still be pretty simple inside. Then again, no radio was ever that complex in the first place. What? Okay. I reached at my waist on reflex, only to find an empty holster. I clicked my tongue in frustration. Although I was prohibited to fire, maybe I really should have kept the sidearm just in case.
りょうくん？
We sensed some disturbance in the force.
静かに。
I could hear the familiar echo of soldiers' boots coming one after the other. Oh, what? Judging from the footsteps, I guess 10? No, 20 people were coming. They were approaching slowly, but when undoubtedly coming towards this hall, steadily and unhesitant movement, but not bloodthirsty. There was a slight impatience to them. I clicked my tongue again. Did I mess up? No, I couldn't have made a mistake. And just for argument's sake, if I were somehow discovered, there would have at least been an alarm. It was more likely that something else had occurred, but since they were coming this way, I couldn't help but feel anxious. Elka remained quiet, like I asked, and gazed at me with a concerned look on her face. If something were to happen, I couldn't involve an innocent civilian girl. I had to ensure her safety first and foremost.
来い。
りょうくん、一体。
いいから。エリカはこんなところにいてはいけない。
Protect her. Protect her. I forcefully grab her hand. Oh my god, at least take her out to eat, man. Who? A clear, dignified voice rang out. A voice that reverberated through my ear and touched my heart as she slowly walked over. A slow, steady gait. Is it? It's her. It was a girl so short, delicate, and sweet that she looked as if she might break if one were to touch her. I could not avert my gaze as she walked over. My eyes were glued to her. Damn. Talk about an appearance.
Shion.
Of course she'd be a loli. Elika quietly whispered. She didn't need to say it. I already knew the girl before my eyes was Shion.
どこかへ行くのなら、私も連れてって。
The girl, Shion, halted and turned her absent eyes towards me. The sound of her voice brought me to... Give me a second. Alright. Okay, I gotta take a deep breath real quick because my reading just completely, fucked up for a split millisecond. What are you guys talking about, man? What the hell y'all talking about, man? Y'all calm the fuck down. She 100 years old, man. I guess if you're into older girls, go ahead, be my guest. I'll take Elika though. Okay, Metal, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Stop. Stop right there. Metal. Oh my god! Okay, the sound of her voice brought me to my senses, although I still felt the presence of some yet unseen people gathering around us.
何を言ってるのかわからんが、状況が。
状況？うん。兵隊の皆さんのこと？別に私はどうでもいいけど、気になるの
？She seemed to realize the hall was being surrounded.
気にならないわけがないだろう。
じゃあ、皆さん下がって。邪魔なの。
She said in a flat tone and surveyed the perimeter. Are we surrounded? Although her words were stern, she didn't put much feelings into them. But even so, her voice was strangely soothing. Ugh! I'm getting double the pleasure of ASMR, Elika.
りょうくんからも言ってもらえませんか？兵隊さんたちに何でもないって。
ああ、そうだな。
It appears I was a bit dumbfounded by Shion's sudden arrival. I refocused and hurried to where the soldiers were surrounding us. There was no reason for me to flee now that I knew what was going on. Yeah, the soldiers probably panicked because Shion left her area. Okay, yeah. The soldiers came out. Okay, they were all looking for Shion. Got it, that's what happened. They backed down after I spoke to the sergeant major commanding them and informed him I would take responsibility for returning Shion to her room. Okay, yeah. That was what was going on. Yeah.
ありがとうございました、りょうくん。
Elka watched over our negotiation attentively, jogged over, and
俺は別
bowed.
にいいんだが。
I glanced at Shion, who was staring at me for some reason. Elka nodded and faced her. Shion actually really cute though.
シオン、あなたどうして？それは私のセリフ。私に声もかけずに離れないで、エリカ。ごめんね。ずいぶん仕事に集中してたみたいだから、邪魔したら悪いと思って。私はエリカを邪魔だと思ったことなんて一度もない。つまらない気遣いはいらないの。
Shion chided her. Elka bowed gently and concentrated her eyes
で
on
もシオン、
Shion.
あなたが外に出てくるなんて。
Yes, from what I heard earlier, Shion almost never showed herself before others.
妙な胸騒ぎがして、どうしてもじっとしていられなかったから。
胸騒ぎ。
シオン、あなた。なんでもない。
I'm pretty sure it's nothing if it's coming from you. Shion shook her head.
最近仕事が多いから少し気分転換したくなっただけ。兵隊さんたちには余計な仕事をさせたかも。
Is that a smug? Is that a smug? Nah, not really. She showed an unpleasant smile before sharply turning away. I could see two shadows approximately 10 meters behind her. They were the two who were supposed to guard her tonight. They still seemed perplexed that Shion had suddenly shown herself, but wouldn't withdraw with the other
問題ないで
soldiers.
しょう。たまには何か起こらないと、軍隊というものは際限なく緩みますから。
どんな環境に置かれようと変わらない人もいるけど、狼が羊の群れに紛れ込んだところでその牙が抜け落ちたりはしない。
何の話ですか？
つまらない話。
She said curtly and shook her head. I didn't know what she wanted to say, but decided not to think about it too deeply.
ところであなたは？
I straightened my posture and turned to
第
see her.
703研究所警備部隊第11小隊所属隊員春名亮準尉であります。
春名亮。
She stared at me intently with those deep, unmoving
先日ここ
eyes.
に配属された方？
はい。
お話は聞いてる。守ってもらってるのに姿を見せなくてごめん。
She spoke in a refined voice and slightly bent her knees for a small bow. It was a quick bow, but she moved with such grace. I could see it now. Her behavior was certainly that of a princess.
ただ、私は守ってくれなんて一度たりとも口に出したことはないのに、大きなお世話という言葉を教えてあげたい。
A princess with a sharp tongue, that is.
しかも、私が部屋の外に出ただけで、大の大人が騒ぎ立てて、軍人なんて冷静じゃなくちゃダメなのに。
Girl, you do understand I killed a man tonight, but for your sake, you better stop with that. You better stop with that right now. She also seemed to have her share of complaints. Could she just be Shion's body double?
何か言いたいことでもあるの？
Nah. You good? Why did I look at the chat? Alright, Metal, I'm gonna send you to horny jail for a second. I'm gonna send you to horny jail for like a couple minutes. I'll put Daegu in charge. Her mouth wrapped into a sarcastic grin, and she drew
Yeah.
closer.
自分は別に。
別に、何？語尾を濁さず、はっきりと言いたいことは最後まで言って。そういう曖昧さは良くない。
What I want to say is, you cute, but you need to stay put in your room because there are people trying to kill you, okay?
申し訳ありませんでした。
I bowed. In this place, I am Shion's guard, which makes her my superior.
それくらいで
My right ear! Stop with the sudden ASMR!
言い過ぎた。
She gave another quick bow.
それでは私は失礼する。ここにいると困る人も大勢いるようだし。エリカ、
So you realize.
部屋に戻るからついてきて。
Elka nodded and walked up
待っ
to
てく
her
ださい。
side.
俺も同行します。
The guards who kept their distance couldn't be relied upon. You're right, you're right. Although she was just going back to her room, I said I would take responsibility. I had no intent of seeing the princess off here. But she shook her head.
いらない。エリカがついてるもの。
Elka has to be a badass.
それに、あなたはたった今、仕事を終えたばかりでしょ？
She knows! She knows! She knows! She knows! She knows exactly what she's doing right now! Right, she's kind of 100 years old. It'd be kind of weird if she didn't know what she's doing. Yeah, that's the world's smartest girl for you. That is the world's smartest girl for you. She got 6 cents up the ass, man. Nah, she don't got no 6 cents. She got 60 cents. Oh my god. Yeah, that better catch you off guard, Rio. I couldn't move at those eyes which seemed to see through everything that fell upon me. Did she know or
お気をつけて。
ありがとう。
Alright, I better keep my mouth shut. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I don't have permission to talk down on the girl that's in charge of saving humanity. I do not have the rights. Shion's mouth looked like she was smirking as she said that. Oh, okay, now Shion's a good one. Alright, she a good one. Okay, I see you, I see you. I see you. I see you, Shion. I'm trying to unban metal. They unban metal for me. Woo, man. Oh, spicy. She calmly entered through the door the maid girl had opened for her. Inaba, who was lounging as usual, quickly rose and saluted
どうも。
Shion.
先ほどは失礼しました。
本当に失礼だった。あまり騒がれるとちょっと怖い。でも、私の方も少佐に一声かけてから部屋を出るべきだった。
Her words were thick with sarcasm. The usually cheerful Elika also bowed her head down and did not try to interject.
できればそうしていただけると助かります。もちろん研究所内を自由に移動してくれて構わないのですが。
研究所内ね。
Shion muttered, as if there was something she wished to get off her chest. She wants to go outside. But you can't go outside. There might be snipers from like three countries off. Inaba knew what she meant, but pretended not to notice.
何せ、あなたが自分から室外へ出たのは数ヶ月ぶりですからね。何事が起こったのかと思いまして、つい兵たちに追跡するよう命令を出してしまいました。
いつも何事が起こってるのに、ここは。
大したことではありませんよ。ここの安全を維持するための通常任務の一環です。
Inaba maintained his composure as he
稲葉
answered.
少佐に限らず、ここの警備隊長がやってきたこと、今更気にはしない。けど、何事もやりすぎはかえってトラブルを生むから、そのことを忘れないで。
召喚はただ仕事を全うしているだけですから。
She has a point. Killing all these spies, it might become a problem if we kill too many
間もなく
spies.
脱出計画は最終段階に入ります。だからこそ今まで以上に あなたの安全に気を配る必要があるのですよ。
She stared at Inaba with cold eyes before a
も
short
ちろん
nod.
少佐が自分の職務に忠実であることは知ってる。
全てはシオン、あなたを守るためです。
それも承知してるけど、藪をついてるのはあなたの方じゃないの？
それもまた必要なことなのです。
Inaba bowed courteously. If it were to protect Shion, he would use all the leverage he had. Regardless of the risk, Inaba had no intention whatsoever of staying on the defensive. Inaba left the parlor, walked the hallway alone once more, and wiped the sweat from beneath his chin. It wasn't uncommon to come out of a meeting with Shion a little frayed around the edges. Inaba had been assigned to Research Facility No. 703 right after being appointed second lieutenant. Lucky or not, he had many chances to meet with her. He had known her for some years now, yet he still could not hide his anxiety when standing face to face with her. The genius scientist who had lived for hundreds of years and brought hope to this dying world. The girl who was called the Supreme Felix. Although her appearance was that of a girl in her youth, she was a completely different creature inside. We got a taste of that, that's for sure. Inaba breathed in his sigh and suddenly pondered. How was it for Ryo Haruna? He was indeed brazen, but did he flatter before her? In the report he received earlier, he found Shion had made contact with Haruna. Inaba felt he should have requested a slightly more detailed account. I knew you were gonna say something about her insides, Metal. All right, no, Dave, send him to horny jail. I ain't dealing with this. Knowing Haruna, he may have possessed the necessary fortitude to endure Shion's overwhelming presence. I just completely got thrown off my vibe because of that. God damn it, I was trying to get all serious, let y'all know what the heck's going on with a much more sophisticated voice, but no, Metal just has to wonder what the heck is going on inside that 100-year-old pussy. Fuck me, man.
俺にできなかったことをやってくれるのかもしれない。
何を考えているの、シオン？
asked Elika as she sent the steaming cup on the table. The master she served briefly gazed at the tea she was pouring before taking the cup in her hand.
たまにはいいでしょ？あの獣医さんも良い訓練になったとか言ってたし。冗談はやめて。やはりあなたは自分がどういう立場にあるか分かっていないわ。何でも分かってるくせにどうしてそこだけ分からないの？エリカは手厳しい。いつまで経っても私の教育係の癖が抜けないみたい。
Shion let out a refined giggle. Although she appeared to be a youthful young lady, she had already been alive for 100 years. Regardless, Elika always felt it mysterious that she could still smile so
とにかく
innocently.
むやみに兵士たちを刺激するような真似はやめて。少佐と彼が選んだ部下はともかくとして、ここには刺客が入り込んでいる可能性だってあるのよ。あなたが姿を見せればこれ幸いと短慮を起こす可能性だって。そういった人たちを排除するために少佐がいるの。それくらいの才覚を期待してもいいでしょ？
Wow, that's a lot of faith you put in Inaba. That says a lot, huh?
それに狙われたところでどうということもない。それはどういう意味なの？さあ。
Is it that she's already done with her work? Shion gave an uncomfortable smile, but a foreboding sense of dread lingered in her eyes. The very sight sent a crushing pain into Elika's heart.
今更私を殺しても何も得るものはないと敵の皆さんに説明して回った方がいいかな。それに少佐に余分な労働をさせるのも気の毒。シオン、お願いだからやけにならないでね。私は自分のなすべきことをやるだけ。エリカも同じでしょ。エリカの邪魔をするつもりもない。今後は自重しますから許して。シオン、あなた。エリカが私を大事にするように、私にとってもエリカは大切だもの。あなたを困らせるようなことはもうしないから。ごめん、エリカ。
Elika sighed very deeply. How much did she know exactly? They had been together for a long time, but Elika could never fully read Shion's thoughts.
念のために聞いておくけど、大丈夫なの？何がなの？何がじゃないでしょ。ここ数日は体調がいいとは言っても、いきなり歩き回ったりして。ちょっと散歩しただけだもの。いくらなんでも心配しすぎ。そんなのでは胃を悪くする。
Shion was a bit annoyed. As she said, Elika understood she was prone to worrying, but she truly could not help but worry. Shion had not left her room alone and walked around the research facility for some time now.
大丈夫。エリカほどではなくても、私も自分の体のことは分かってるもの。今日は体調が良かったの。本当に。ならいいのだけど。
Elika sighed, knowing full well it would be pointless to say anything further.
ねえエリカ。何？あそこにいた春菜という順位。りょうくん？彼がどうかしたの？彼は何者なの？
She's shown interest in my
胸
boy.
騒ぎがしたとか言ってたけど、そのこと？
Shion had been strangely sensitive since she was a child, and sometimes displayed an intuition so vivid it was scary. So she just guessed it. She straight guessed it. Got it. She straight guessed the fact that Haruna killed someone today. Alright, she fucking knew. Wait, the medal doesn't say... Okay, the medal say something stupid again? Alright, whatever. Shion had once mentioned that she was particularly sensitive to bloodlust. Ah, okay, yeah, she straight sensed Haruna killed someone.
それだけじゃない。彼は銃を持ってなかった。
He killed someone without carrying a gun. Exactly what the fuck did those hands do?
ホルスターはつけてたけど、中は空っぽ。よくそんなところまで見てたわね。でも、
Elika tilted
銃
her
って
head.
勤務の時以外は保管庫に預けてるんじゃなかったっけ？それは建前。ここの規則は緩んでるから、小銃はともかく、拳銃は各自が保管しているはず。りょうくんは用心深そうだからな。
As far as real Haruna was concerned, it was likely he had never forgotten his gun in his
銃を
room.
使ってはならない任務にでもついていたのかも。
Shion's smart as fuck if she's able to guess all this. She's okay, so we're watching the Felix mastermind brain in works right now. Yeah, she's the smartest person in the world. We're watching it we're watching it right now. We're now seeing just how smart this girl is. Yeah. This is the person that is in charge of the Earth evacuation project. If she was stupid, then if she was literally Aqua, I don't know. Imagine putting the fate of the entire world on Aqua's shoulders. I wouldn't know, buddy. I wouldn't know about that one.
例えば、暗殺。
Yeah, yeah.
なるほ
She
ど。
guessed everything.
少佐の排除の実行者ってことね。
This research facility was spacious, but there were people stationed all over, including outside. If a fire alarm were to discharge, someone would almost certainly hear it. One could use a suppressor, but if they didn't want to cause a commotion, maybe the wisest choice was to play it safe and not use a firearm at all. If one had the skills to reliably take down a target with a knife or similar, that was a likely option.
彼の経歴は？特殊部隊出身だとか、確かガットとかいう。ガット、陸軍第13特殊部隊。反移民戦線、暁の明星を壊滅させた部隊。
I mean, she should be a living dictionary.
我々人類は宇宙などに逃げることなく、滅びるならば潔くその時を迎えるべきだとか、何度も内乱まがいの大騒ぎを起こしていた組織ね。
Ah, okay, got it. I can already see where this is going. We would have people like this. Yeah, this does make sense. Oh, the Earth is ending? Well, let us all die together then. Fuck it. Fuck the chance of survival. Fuck even trying to fight for it. If the wants us to die, we will all die as people. So we will totally have something like that. Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna bleep that out. I'm actually gonna bleep that out. Actually, I'm gonna bleep that whole shit out. Hold on. That's probably gonna hit a little bit too close to heart for some people. I'm pretty sure. But let's be real here. We're gonna have people that are gonna be like that. Wait, a chance of survival in space? Hell no! I wanna die here and y'all should die here too.
あれの壊滅に関わっていたのか、りょうくんは。
We're totally gonna have people like that. I'm gonna totally bleep that out. Oh no.
陸戦のエリートというより。
I shouldn't be saying some shit like that online, on YouTube. Really shouldn't say something like that. Deleted scenes. Perhaps instead of being called an elite, he should be called a
捜査も
monster.
何を考えているのかな。彼も信頼できる手駒が欲しそうだけれど。そうね。少しりょうくんには注意してみましょう。
Elika fundamentally trusted Inaba. He didn't seem to have the slightest intent to harm Shion, and although he looked scatterbrained, he was handling his work well. But it bothered her that sometimes he secretly plotted and schemed where nobody's eyes could ever reach. And now Warrant Officer Ryo Haruna was assisting him in these plots.
ところで、さっきから気になっていたのだけど。
So in the end, it all makes sense for why Shion is taking an interest of Haruna, since she was able to conduct that. Haruna is one of Inaba's puppets in a sense, in his operations. So of course Shion should take an interest in that because Inaba is someone that she can trust. So if Haruna's gonna be doing shit like killing people for her sake, it only makes sense for her to at least be aware of his presence. So you're saying let's pull a Wally? Yeah, exactly. Shion had an unusually bewildered
ま
look
だ
on
少
her
年とは
face.
言っても、エリカが男の人をそんなに慣れ慣れしく呼ぶのは珍しい。春菜獣医のことを妙に気にしていない？どういうことなの？内緒。
Oh! Elika, what are you planning
それは残
here?
念。
Though I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Ryo's older sister. Shion said that rather playfully, then put a hand on her mouth and said no
Shion?
more.
少佐の動きも活発になってきた。そろそろかも。やっぱり、あなたもそう思うのね。
Elika murmured and dropped her shoulders. Although they had expected it, to have it come from Shion's own mouth only emphasized the
覚悟はし
fact.
てたけど。もうすぐなの。
Shion took a breath and relaxed her shoulders.
もうすぐ私の不自由な時間は終わり、完全な束縛の時が来る。シオン、 鳥かごの中に閉じ込められていても、翼があれば鳥は大空を夢見ることができるのに。でも翼をもがれてしまえば、もう鳥は鳥ではなくなる。
Is she gonna go into like to a Cairo sleep or something? Is that what was that what they were implying? Is she about to get put to sleep like Master Chief? Okay, that's it. We're done here. Oh, we doing this! We doing this! Fuck, we gotta do that again. Now we gotta listen to that again. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That was fucking that hit hard. Yo. Alright. That's a good spot to stop. That is a good place to stop. That was great. That was great.
Shion.
No, stop. 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 Wait. Stop. I need fucking help. Can I save? Let me save. I wanna save. Wait, how do you save? Save. Okay. 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 That's it. Alright. Alright. I'm about to go re-watch that opening again because it was a little bit jittery on my end, but hopefully I'll get it up on, but hopefully for you guys on YouTube I find a nice smooth version, though that way you guys can just enjoy it straightforward. That was a fucking banger of an opening, man. Oh, this story's getting started. Oh, the story's getting started. Alright. Now this is a good playthrough. This is juicy. Now this is what I was talking about. Alright. So everything from the last two playthroughs, that was all introduction. Got it. Makes sense. Alright. You got my trust now. You got me there. Alright. Makes sense. Shit's happening. Shit's going down, y'all. Oh man, shit's going down. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. So, let's stop it right there. It's gonna be your boy CanHD here logging out. If you're interested in tuning into the next live stream, I will be why did I always mess this part up? If you guys are interested in tuning into the next live stream, I will be uploading a YouTube video. I upload a YouTube video every time before I do a visual novel related live stream. So if you're interested, I do recommend hitting that bell notification so that way you can get notified for when I'm live streaming, so that way you can have a chance to tune in. Otherwise, if you want to get a much more in-depth or closer like time lapse or whatever you call it, okay, I'm just rambling now. Otherwise, if you want another way of getting notified, you can always just hit me up on my Discord, chill in the server. I mean, it's kind of dead, but I do try to talk in there every now and then. I will let y'all know there, and first and foremost, that I'm going to be doing a playthrough. So that's a much more easier way to get in contact if you don't want to do the whole YouTube notification thing. Otherwise, I'm going to be trying to whip out a video or a playthrough or live stream once a week. Try to keep it seasonal. Try to keep it weekly. So that's pretty much it. Otherwise, that's the end of this playthrough. Yeah, thank God for a purple drop. What are you guys talking about? So right now, I'm about to go and play me some Genshin Impact, y'all. So this is going to be your boy Candace Z here logging out. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.